Anybody home?
How about that? We got something else in common now.
Why, yes. Thank you.
Chainsaw Bear!
We're 3 episodes in and it still brings me joy.
It's not just that though. It's like just Brian doing this.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Oh, we know what you're talking about.
I mean, if I'm talking...
Do your balls hang low? Do they wobble to and fro?
If I'm talking about any anatomy, I don't think I've ever made that hand motion.
But you are now.
I'm talking about the motion right now. It's different. Ever so slightly.
Digging the grave, man.
That music,
Dig up, stupid.
that music makes us sound so much cooler than we actually are.
I know
that. Like it really rips, and then you're just sort of stuck with us.
Yeah, it's like, this music's so cool. What's this? And it's like 4 middle-aged people talking about films.
I love it. Don't get the wrong idea. Great music. Great intro. It's awesome. But,
the problem is that it's a bit
it's
too
a little bit of
awesome.
a bait and it's a bait and switch. Yeah.
It reminds me of like when I was at film school. We had to do like, I think it was like a documentary or something about World War II as one of the projects. And someone who was like really good with After Effects and stuff like that went away and made this really epic opening. Like there was like amazing music with like, speeches from Winston Churchill. And it's like this super epic thing. And it just cuts to some old person just going, and then this is, and it's just like so anticlimactic.
I mean, I kind of like it. It gives you like the IT crowd vibes of Game Board. For any of the 10 people that watch that show. All right, well, hi. Welcome to
dozens
Binge
of
Buddies.
us.
Dozens. Welcome to Off the Chainsaw. Which, did we give Joel credit for coming up with that name?
Yes,
You did, but I'll take it again.
Okay, good. I want to make sure. And who hasn't named one yet? I think we all have at this point, right?
No, I still haven't named one.
Yeah. Oh, well, maybe we'll get the next one.
I suck at titles. I can't even think of titles for like books that I've written. So,
Well, I mean, I just think of ridiculous titles, and then if I enjoy saying them, then they end up being it. But Joel won this time.
The problem is Matt's choices would be 2 sentences long. So
they'd be very, very long.
Verbose.
Yeah, full of the word cunt, which would be a problem.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, but I think Cunty McCuntface was a brilliant title for the Friday the 13th series.
We get done reading Matt's tile and like, well, that's about an hour. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, I didn't come up with who, what, why, when, where, there, how, underscore, like in the shadows.
That was me. Yeah, I like that one. Who, what, when, where, and why we do in the shadows. That's a good one.
It's fun trying to see you get it right every week.
I don't think I did once, but that's fine. Or I think I did like the wrap up, which is usually where it was, but
This is the last episode where you get it right.
Yeah, it usually is. Well, this one's been easier because it's much easier to say. But I never gave anybody intro. So we have Matt, Zombie Dog, Louis Keysberg. Yeah. Louis Keysberg? Dykes? Do you know it's your nickname?
Wait. What are we doing again?
No, I'm not going to tell you. We got...
Serial killers. Or,
Nope, not
chainsaw killers.
Nope, not chainsaw killers. None of those.
Famous
We have
cannibals.
Joel
cannibals.
Ripper Crew. Oh, God, I'm sorry, Joel. Joel Ripper Crew. To wit. Oh, Ripper Crew's so fucking gross.
See, now I've got to look it up.
Don't.
No, Brian's face really sold it.
Here, I'll give you this much. Boob bowls. They're the worst, man.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're
Famous cannibals.
yeah, they're gnarly, man.
I mean, you could have just given us all nicknames of each one in this episode, to be honest.
Oh, yeah, they have some pretty crazy names, don't they?
Yeah, Robin Gishit, Andrew Cocker, whatever.
Cockles and muscles.
And then Thomas Why brothers? Why brothers have the most difficult ones to name? Fuck them. And then Edward Spreitzer.
Yeah, those are.
They sound like Nazis.
Yeah, pretty rough names for a pretty rough crew. But we're not done yet.
If you had those names, you might eat people too.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. What else do you do? But we also got Ryan Liver Eaton Johnson Lutens.
Goddamn right.
Ironically, he didn't like the livers.
Yeah, no, that wasn't what he was into.
Do I enjoy fava beans?
Has anybody here had liver and onions?
Human?
I didn't specify.
No, you didn't. So I'm gonna go with no. And I actually think the answer is no. I don't think I've ever actually had that meal. Although I was curious about it with that episode of Doug, if you guys remember, where he's all nervous about eating liver and onions at
oh yeah.
Maybe like ends up liking it or something.
Well, he ends up like not thinking it's too bad, and then he gets her like, no, that was a joke. Why would we serve liver and onions? It's a kid's birthday party, you idiot. I like that 90% of the shows of Doug just ended with like, you moron. Like, why would you assume this is what we're doing? Such a mean-spirited show.
Because I'm a sheltered white kid.
And it was the 90s, and you could just basically say "fuck you" to all of your audience. You're an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I gotta say, if it comes to Doug, that fucking song they wrote, the banging on a trash can, still gets stuck in my head from time to time. Like, and I haven't watched that episode since I was a kid. But banging on a trash can, drumming on a street light. Oh yeah.
That one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that Think Big?
Eventually, yeah. It turns into Think Big. When I don't remember her name, the blue girl.
I don't know.
No, I remember Patty Mayonnaise, Doug,
Skeeter.
Roger
Roger Klotz.
Yeah.
Roger
Klotz. The Dinks.
Dinks. Yep, I remember the
Double income, no kids. Yeah.
Yep. What about what's the band? Is it the Beats?
The Beats.
I think so, yeah.
The Beats. Yeah.
Clearly, we don't want to talk about Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3.
Killer Tofu.
Do we have to talk about Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3? Do we have to talk about any of the movies that were here for this recording session?
Man.
It's fine.
It's
How do you
aggressively
feel about 4?
fine.
Oh wait, we'll find out next.
Who chose this series again?
We, the collective we.
Yeah.
No, the collective meme with initials B and D.
Don't drag me into this.
I believe your name is Chainsaw Enthusiast.
Yeah, I realize I left that up when I'm trying to be like, no.
I hate chainsaws.
This series has BD energy.
Wow.
And not the kind you think.
No. I don't mind this series. Like, I'm not saying it's my favorite. I don't know how much to go back to it, but the first 2 were really good, and then we've had a pretty steep drop off.
Is this the biggest drop off we've had in quality? Because Halloween was like a slow descent.
It might be the fastest. We're like bang bang, whoa.
Oh, look at this nice clip!
Although to be fair, we did go from Friday the 13th Part 4 to Part 5, and that's like
but
top
we made
of the league, right to the bottom.
In a big way with 6.
Exactly. Like that. This one we didn't get the rebound. We just went further down the rabbit hole.
The bell curve on this is non-existent.
Because now, after the one that we watched next week, we actually have what's considered one of the good ones, which is the Michael Bay.
I like the next 2.
Yeah. So but it is a Michael Bay, remake. Without the next remake, we didn't get that huge push of all the remakes. So
Right.
So I'm going to feel sweaty when I watch this next one. Then.
So sweaty.
It's Marcus Nispel, and he's okay, but
It's yellow.
Michael Bay's just throwing money at it.
Oh yeah, it's like throwing money at it and then lowering the camera just to about Jessica Biel's hip height, and just leave it there and just let her walk in front of the camera as much as possible. Yeah. Just keep that going, guys.
Do you remember that? You remember that scene where the girls walk into the house with the camera from behind?
Yeah.
Different with Michael Bay.
Yeah. It's the same shot, just a little bit lower.
Well, the camera's kind of hanging under her legs as she walks in.
What's funny is that shot is pretty low for the original, but for Michael Bay, it's more of a close-up.
Yeah. Michael Bay, who famously wanted to put dicks on Ninja Turtles. That's the movie that we're watching next. I agree with you. I don't think it's terrible, but it definitely has some severe Michael Bay problems.
I mean, they should have been corkscrew shaped at the very least if he's going for turtle dicks.
But aren't those ducks? Don't.
Brian,
Oh
I
yeah,
have
it's
to,
ducks, isn't it?
Yeah, let's talk more
Ducks,
about animal
not turtles.
dicks.
I have to assume you've seen these TMNT movies, right, Brian?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Would they have been better or worse with turtle dicks?
Is
The
this
first
like,
one-
is this like the question? Is Cats better with the butthole cut? Or
No, because
non-
Cats is a perfect movie, and I'm not gonna hear otherwise. No, the first one might have been better with dicks. The second one actually isn't that bad. Like, and people fucking hate it, and like I get it, but at the same time, like it just felt like when you were a kid watching Ninja Turtles. Like when you got to be about like 13, you remembered Ninja Turtles and how badass they were. Even though when you go back and watch the show, like they weren't badass at all. They're very, very corny. But like in your head, they were just like the coolest things ever. Somebody made a movie of that version of them.
Okay.
So it's not great, but it's also not, I've seen worse. I've seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. And then 4. I like next week's more than this week. Because next week has Matthew McConaughey, who's just like, I get the assignment, be fucking crazy.
Yes. I was really like when I was thinking about 3, I was like, man, I'm really down in the weeds. And then I watched 4. I'm like, okay, there's things that I like, but man, this makes 3 look like a fucking masterpiece.
3 is a much better horror movie than 4.
Yes.
But 4 is a much more fun movie to watch.
Yes. Well said.
But let's get into 3. So 3 does have one big cameo in it. It has Viggo Mortensen, which is pretty cool.
Wait a minute, it's got
Very cool.
Ken Foree in as well.
Right, Ken Foree's in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, famed actor Ken Foree. Everyone thinks about Ken Foree whenever they think of
When
famous
you think
actors.
horror, you think Ken Foree.
I mean, sure. I'm just saying that everyone knows Aragorn. Everyone. Ken Foree is not going to be that big name. But yes, I know what you mean. For our audience, they might. But let's before we get into this, so I had not seen 3. I don't think. I didn't really remember it while we were watching it, but I did go back and watch the trailer, which we'll pull that up real quick. Because the trailer, I think, actually makes it look
Like a decent movie.
yeah, like not the worst movie. Like, because yikes. But here we go. I have no sound. Come on. I believe
It's
in
just
you.
a load of stuttering images.
This is not working for you at all. Oh,
There
no.
Oh, there we go.
There
I
we
got sound.
go.
Excalibur.
Is that view because it's 3?
Yep.
Hey, look, it's Kane Hodder.
Just looking at the. I mean, that is very Jason of him.
I know this is the thing. Like, it doesn't feel like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre film. It feels more like a Jason film. Like, I'm certain that some of the locations in the outside are the exact same locations that New Line went and did Jason 9 later.
Oh, yeah.
Because it just looks very like.
I kind of regret the whole it's somewhat decent trailer comment I made earlier.
Yeah.
Excalibur.
Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3.
Do you like the Sauce family?
From the producers of A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh, no wonder it sucks.
You know what's great though is that another shitty movie comes along called Leatherface. Like they didn't learn from past mistakes.
That's the one with Steven Dorff, right? That's one.
Yeah.
Yeah. See
You
that
know, yeah.
I turned that one off. That's like one of the very few horror movies that I went, I'm fucking done with this.
Yep.
So like whenever we're like, this is the worst one, I'm like, no, I know we still have that one ahead of us.
Did you turn it off in the way that I turned off The Reef, or in the way that we wanted to turn off the Nightmare on Elm Street remake?
Well, I never want to turn off the Nightmare on Elm Street remake because my wife worked on it, and I have that whole way to go, honey. I mean, this movie sucks, but way to go. But I would say more like The Reef, where you're just like, I get where this is going. I want nothing to do with it. But this one, I don't hate part 3. It's not great. It does some things that annoy me, and we'll start right out of the jump with it. Of why, when you have a movie as good as 2, would you go, never mind? Like, no, we're just going to do a direct sequel to 1. And then they do that again next week, don't they? Like,
No, this
But
is
it doesn't even feel like a direct sequel at this point. It's starting to feel like they're just remaking the same
Yeah.
story, like over and over again. And like it's like it doesn't even feel like a sequel. It just feels like, oh, let's just redo the same basic idea as the first one, just only worse. And then like you think that was bad. Well, wait till we redo the same exact thing as the first one next time and make it even worse. Like,
because this one has quite a few problems on it. Yes, it's basically just a remake of the original, which is but with less people,
Yeah.
Yeah.
less red.
did
shirts.
they have money for this film? Like, I suppose
Yeah.
next week's fails.
Let's see.
Next week's feels even smaller budget though. To be fair, because like there is nobody around.
I'm pretty sure this had a somewhat decent sized budget. I'm just not sure what they did with it because it's not like Vigo cost any money. This was like one of his very early movies.
Yeah, this is what 1990, I think.
Yeah, 1990. Yeah.
So yeah, this is even before he was in that Wesley Snipes film,
Yeah,
which I think
so
was when that was his sort of like first major role, I think.
Well, I do believe it was Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3 would be his first major role. He does play a good creep. Like I'll give him that much. Like at the end of the movie, like he is a good actor. Like that doesn't get lost in this somehow. Unlike poor Renee Zellweger next week. You're better than this.
Her shaking a flashlight is the funniest thing I have ever.
Everyone's shaking a flashlight.
But that's
next week.
That's next week. Come on.
Okay, so the original continuity is these four films exist in the same universe, and then when you start getting like the remakes and then like the 3D. So yeah, essentially what Brian you were saying is they completely negate 2, and what's great about 4 is 4 completely negates 2 and 3.
Yeah, like
But it's a completely different family. How can they
exactly?
How can they supposedly exist in the same universe if Leatherface is now shacked up with a different family, even though he blew up?
Right, and he has a mom in this one.
Yeah.
yeah. And also, like how fucked is Texas that multiple different families have a mentally disabled guy they give a chainsaw to carve up their meat for them? Like
Who makes like masks out of other people's faces?
That's
Apparently, the important thing.
like, and now if this is called Floridian Chainsaw Massacre, I'm like, well, yeah, this all tracks, but
Oh, think of how cool this would be if it had gators in it. With
like Everglades Chainsaw Massacre.
yeah, like I'm believing a lot more the fact that like, oh no, multiple people just wear faces around. It's like, well, yeah, that is Florida, home of the happiest place on earth.
I mean, I like Joel's idea of a gator wielding a chainsaw. Though. Just comes out of the water like. We've seen Chainsaw Bear. We need Chainsaw Gator.
Maybe
Yes.
it's gator tied to a chain.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Or that
Chainsaw
shark
mouth.
that
Yeah.
It's very anime, but I'm into it.
It just comes out, just going.
It was very Popeye. Matt's head is spinach. I don't know how we come back from this.
I really
We're so off. the
We
rails.
could try and talk about this film, but
We clearly don't like this one. We're almost 20 minutes in, and we're basically like, yeah, it's a movie.
Okay, who here saw the Popeye movie?
I have not ever actually watched the Popeye movie.
Well,
I saw it as a kid. I
That's
saw
what I
it as
assume
a
we're
kid.
talking
I assumed Robin Williams.
Yeah, I saw it as a kid.
No, we need to go back. Texas
Wait,
Chainsaw
is-
Massacre. Let's
is
talk
there-
about
Is
this
there a
thing.
horror movie Popeye?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
this
there
like a
is.
Jack Frost thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's like one of those like super low budget ones, like the Mickey
Like
Mouse one that just
Steamboat
came out.
somebody or
Yeah.
something.
All right.
Steamboat.
Anyway,
Killer.
back to Vigo.
Like Winnie Pooh, Blood and Honey.
Yeah, like those.
Yep.
Vigo Morgenstein.
Is that how you pronounce his name?
No, that's just from It's Always Sunny.
Okay.
When he comes like flying from the back corner to punch the guy in the face, he just yells Vigo Morgenstein and punches the guy. Again, going for more things that aren't Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. If there's anybody who turned on this episode like, man, I love that movie. They're just listening like 20 minutes in. If they haven't turned it off, they're like, man, fuck these guys. They're not talking about it at all.
It's like, this is supposed to be about Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. They've not even mentioned the title. Yeah.
No, I kind of keep skipping over the fact that it's called Leather. I mean, it was in the trailer, so somebody else said it for us.
I suppose. It's just, I don't know, like, there's just not really a lot to talk about.
No, and like, so here we'll kind of go through a little bit. So I there are things that I like in this, that I like the I like the look to a degree, not of the whole movie, but like I like them opening with finding a mass grave. Like that feels like something that kind of feels very in world. Like that's something like, again, in a better film, like this could be like a really good starting point of like this is absolutely horrifying. Like how many fucking people has somebody killed, and we're missing substantial chunks of people here.
Right.
Like that's kind of a cool way to open one of these things. Now that we've seen 2 of them, and like we've seen how many people they murder like crazy, they have bones everywhere in their house, like not a bad start. They don't really do anything with it.
But that's the thing, like, would they even have a mass grave? Like, they seem to use all the bits. Like, they're making furniture out of, like, rib cages and, like, bones and stuff like that. So what did they actually bury?
And, like, I mean, they show the head, so there's that. But otherwise, yeah, I don't know. Like, because if you go off, like, how the other families have worked, like, especially, like, 2, where he's at, like, his, what contest did he win? Like barbecue contest?
Like a chili cook-off or something like that.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, the Scott Tenorman thing. Yeah. Got there. But yeah, like, so you can see how, like, no, they use absolutely everything. So I agree that the mass grave feels weird, but it also feels like a kind of a cool way to start a Chainsaw movie. But then you kind of lose me with the couple in the car. And there's something like, I don't know, I've seen so many horror movies that having like that very stereotypical couple in the car thing, like it's just like I've seen it so many times that you have to do it really well to keep my interest, and this one doesn't do
Does
it.
not. Especially
like,
the douchebag in the front seat named Ryan.
Most douchebags are called Ryan, to be fair.
I got saved by one
You
letter.
walked right into that one.
I know. It's, well, to me, like, what this movie does horribly, and to the credit of the girl, it's her first movie, but this couple is not believable. No. Whereas in the next film, you have tropes, and they lean into those tropes, which makes the movie enjoyable. These 2, you could care less what happens to them. Now, when you get Ken Foree, who comes into the fray, you believe he's a survivalist, especially as, like, you know, he's about to be ran over and he's sitting there trying to load his gun. You believe that. I don't believe these 2 at all.
No, not
yeah,
really.
I think...
But I did like, who's the guy they run into in the woods? Forgetting his name. We've seen him in other stuff. I'm looking at it now. He plays Benny. William Butler.
Oh.
He was good. Like, I like he had, like, I liked his just kind of reaction to everything. And it wasn't, hold on, am I thinking the right guy?
The gas station owner.
No, I might be wrong.
No, Benny's the guy.
Benny, that's right. Yep.
The petrol station guy, I think.
Oh,
because he's the one. He's the one who's like keeps just going, "Hey, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you."
Yep.
Not that guy. That guy sucked. Hold on, I'm just gonna.
I was thinking that. I was like, really, you like that guy? He was
Nah.
annoying as fuck.
That's what I was thinking too.
Hey, you know, maybe I like annoying people. I'm on a podcast with all of you.
That's
true.
That's a fair shot.
Tinker. Joe Unger.
I know that name.
Joe Unger was good, and then
he was in Nightmare on Elm Street. He was Sergeant Garcia, and then he plays Carpus in Roadhouse.
That's it. He was fun, but then like you're right. Like Ken Foree kind of steals everything else.
The
like,
show.
Yeah, like he's the only one who really didn't understand what movie he was in.
Yeah.
And he's always fun. This is our second horror franchise having him, right?
Yeah, because he popped up in one of the Halloween films.
Yeah.
I think it was 2018 Halloween, I think.
No, the 2000
Halloween, not Halloween, but Halloween.
Not Halloween, but Halloween. RZ Halloween.
Oh no, it's the Rob Zombie one, is it? Because he's
it's Rob Zombie.
Yeah.
How he gets the overalls.
Yeah.
Big Joe Grizzly.
Yeah, because he just grabs the overalls in Halloween, not Halloween or Halloween.
He knocks over the stall with Big Joe Grizzly.
Yeah,
but like he was the one person in the movie that's just like he was still kind of fun to watch.
He knew what his
I think he's fun in anything though. Like he's one of those actors. Like he shows up and you're like, oh, this is gonna be the scene. Like for as long as he's here, this is gonna be a bit of a fun thing to watch. And like I enjoyed the scenes that he was in. I did not buy the turn of whatever, like Michelle, is it? Like supposedly going quote unquote crazy. Like later on, like she's
not very good.
Yeah, and the actress, The only other thing I think that I've seen her in is The Hidden 2, which is a fucking awful film. Like, that film uses like 15 minutes of the end of the first Hidden film in its 88-minute runtime or something. So that's how bad it is.
She wasn't in anything other of importance. It's just a lot of TV roles and things that are a lot smaller.
New Line stuff, I think. A lot of it's New Line. Like, because this was a New Line film.
But that was in her early in her
Line.
career. I'm just seeing a lot of TV credits, to be honest.
I'm kind of poking through this a little bit too, just because I didn't while I was watching it. Because I actually tried to watch this one. I don't know why, but I am seeing the little girl in this also played the young Tina in Friday the 13th Part 7.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool.
Because I had a note. Is that the They're Here girl from Poltergeist? And I was like, oh, like later on, I was like, oh no, it's Tina from like.
Yeah. Which, very sad that the adult Tina passed away earlier this year.
Yeah, I spotted that as well.
Yeah, it was too bad.
Yeah.
See, I love that fucking movie. Let's talk about Friday the 13th Part 7. What a great movie. I'm actually going to get that mask tattooed on my leg later. I'm pretty excited about it.
You should just get, like, Friday the 13th Part 7. It's a pretty fucking good movie. You should just get that tattooed.
Let's get that. And it was a good movie. Everyone's
just across your forehead.
Yeah. It's good. Damn it. No one agrees with me. So trying to get back into this thing, I'm struggling.
What do you guys feel about the whole Tex thing? Having him come in as like a good guy. Like, this is the first time that we really kind of see that whole thing happen. Tex is a good guy, like trying to save them from the gas station, and then him showing up at the house. Like, did you guys?
I saw it coming. Like, honestly,
you think it was forced?
It's far too forced. Not even necessarily forced, just obvious.
Yeah,
like it's just so. Like when he turns up and like they're at that the gas station with the creepy guy and he's there as well, but he's got no car. Like how did he get there? So like I assumed he works
a different road. Like from there, it's like you're forcing this too much. Let them discover. No, take this road right here. It's a lot easier.
And then he's like, "Oh, I'll protect you, random people." And then he like gets shot with the shotgun as they like. I immediately saw that. I was like, "Well, this is going to be a twist where he's actually the bad guy." And going,
I understand the idea that he's a local, but why on earth you would trust some stranger you never met to pull up a map and go, "Hey, this road that's not on your map. Take this road."
Yeah.
And it's so easy to fix, too. Like, to make it work so you'd believe him. Just have, like, a rock slide. Have something like roads out up there and just have, like, we have to go all the way back to this thing over here. That's going to take 2 days out of our trip. And he's like, I'm actually from here. If you take this road, it'll go around it.
Right.
Fixed.
Yeah.
And then, like, I believe that guy now. Like, that's, but they didn't have that foresight.
They didn't have a reason. They didn't have a reason to believe him to take the road. Like, there was the creepy guy at the petrol station, but they've driven away from that. Yeah. So there's no like sort of stakes that they would have to go off road and stuff like that. So it doesn't make any sense.
You set it up where Tex asks for a ride, they reluctantly agree to it, and then they follow that road down there. Something happens, like some sort of accident that's pre-staged that they caused, and that leads them down to the house.
Yeah.
At least there'd be a logic to that, but this is just, nuh-uh, let's run away. Let's just so happen to take the cowboys' path, deviate from our plan entirely. That makes sense.
And then we have the problem of, so the bullshittery that got us there gets us there, and then Leatherface is just there.
Yeah, how do you guys feel about
just surprise, motherfucker? Like,
like the Jaws fin, like the squeaky knee. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, it didn't work for me.
It did not.
No, like nothing in Leatherface really works for me well in this one. Compared to next week, it's amazing. But for this week, it's just sort of there.
Leatherface.
I think the problem is they're trying to make Leatherface into the sort of main villain. Like in the sort of like the Friday the 13th has Jason, the like Halloween has Michael, and Nightmare on Elm Street has Freddy. They're trying to do this with Leatherface, but Leatherface was never really the main antagonist.
No, he's a tool.
He was a tool, and he was an annoyance sometimes to like, you know, the cook guy, because like, you know, you go like, oh, what's he, look what he did to the door, and then in the second one it's like, what's he doing bringing this over, like, and it's because it's like he's causing problems as well. Like, you know, he was always just kind of like this kind of peripheral thing that's got a striking image to him, but there wasn't really a lot there, and they're just trying to make him center stage, and honestly there's not enough there to do it.
He's childlike. Like that's what it comes down to. He's a child. They did a good job in the first movie where it's like, people are coming into my house. I'm freaked out. Yeah, I'm gonna kill you, home intruder, and drag you into my ice chest. But he gets panicked when he's usually confronted by people he doesn't know. So him being an antagonist where he's actively introducing himself and chasing people down, it doesn't feel right.
No.
And like you said, Joel, as well, it's like the first one was an intrusion.
Yeah, like, the guy just lets himself in the house.
Yeah, like, and he's not. In this one, he's actively going out like Jason to find someone to kill. Like, it goes counter against what we've seen previously. Like previously, the people come into their location. Like, you know, at least in the first one, you know, if they're ignoring the second one, then fine, but go back to what the character was like in the first one.
Because clearly they just really wanted to remake the first one.
Yeah.
But they just didn't have the skill or even like the time. So like the majority of this movie takes place in the woods, and they're just kind of hiding from each other in the woods. But it doesn't really work either. Like, so we get,
and there's that random woman as well. Like, there's no explanation of like who she is really.
Well, wasn't she supposed to be from like the beginning?
She's a previous victim. So like her like when Leatherface is sitting there cutting up the mask in the very beginning, she survived that attack, and she's just living in the woods. Yeah,
but how? Because like, you see her just kind of wandering around the house, and then it's like, oh no, I'm gonna get away, and then I'm just gonna like.
I'm not trying to justify it. It's not very well explained. I'm just telling you who she is.
But then she just gets fucking sawed. Like okay, well that was worth it. And then it's like, then we'll get into the conversation very, very briefly of the violence in this movie sucks. Like, I don't need to watch people get ground up to bits in a movie about cannibals, but like, it needs something more than off-screen violence with just some screaming. Like, even the first movie was more violent than this, and that one wasn't very violent at all.
I don't think it even comes down to that. I think the first one wasn't necessarily very violent, but the first one had an atmosphere to it. It had there was this underlying uncomfortableness that made it feel more violent than it actually was. Like, because there isn't much violence in the first one at all. There's like maybe half a liter of blood used in the first one, like where it sprays out of Franklin a little bit. Yeah. In like that's all you see, the blood, but it feels more violent because of the sort of atmosphere and the just the general dread and tension that there is built up there. And that's because Tobe Hooper is a very talented director and worked with like really talented people who were able to build that up and build it up. Because like I remember people talking about Texas Chainsaw Massacre as this violent, disgusting thing that you shouldn't watch. It's so violent. Oh, it's so awful. There's no violence in it, really.
No.
Like, you'd see more violence in, like, you know, TV these days. But it's the atmosphere that's created in it that increases that impact. And you've got a director here who just doesn't know how to do that. So it just feels very tame.
I never felt much of tension throughout this entire movie.
No.
I mean, it felt, when I say it was fine, it feels less horror-y and more suspense.
Yes.
In a lot of ways, because they run from that violence in each of the shots. I don't feel like there's a lot of times where they're really being tormented either. It's such.
And I don't even feel the tension much either. Like you were saying, like the suspense, I don't even feel that as well. Like the bit where he's loading up the magazine for the rifle, that should be really tense, but it just doesn't feel that. It just doesn't feel tense at all, because he's just like, number one, he's loaded enough bullets to shoot the driver. Sorry, you don't need to load a whole magazine. And number two, why is it not loaded in the first place?
Especially if you're a survivalist.
If you're
exactly.
a doomsday prepper, you're loaded to the gills with bullets.
Yeah.
But to Joel's point, I mean, I think that's where we get the squeaky leg is, to build that suspense. Oh, he's coming or he's near. And it didn't play out well. And I think that's where it gets lost in translation, honestly.
Because it's stupid.
Yeah.
It feels less like they were developing a movie and more like a lot of people had lots of ideas and they tried to shoehorn it into the kind of structure of a Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
And maybe that's what it was. Maybe we're being too harsh on the director. Like, he had a vision, but then it's like, this is the first New Line one, so we've got New Line coming in saying, oh, well, this is going to be like, we've bought the IP, we want to do something with it, and then it's just a case of like too many cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Too many cooks. I
haven't watched that in a while. But I think there's probably a world where we're all kind of a little right on this one of like there's a lot of problems going into it. But there were some things that worked to a very, very tiny degree, but overall just kind of no. But one thing I did like is I do like them giving, I don't know why I like it because it's very dumb, but I like them giving Leatherface the new chainsaw.
Yeah.
And having the engraved like the Saw's family. Like I don't know. It's dumb, but I like it.
It's a cool prop.
Yeah.
But he doesn't use it.
And it's
Really?
a callback. It's a callback to part 2 when he goes,
Yeah.
the Saw is family.
Yeah. But it's not the same family. And this is the thing that ruins it completely because
Right.
it is that callback, and you're right, it is a brilliant callback if it's the same family, but it isn't. It's totally different family. It's not even like they recast it.
There's
Because
a
it's like
mom!
there's a mother in this one, not a father. The granddad's back as well. Like, guys, leave the granddad out of it now.
He's rough.
They can't
It's
leave
just-
Grandpa alone.
No.
It's just so like it made sense in the first one. It kind of I'll give them their dues in the second one, but that's it. Like, just stop bringing it back.
Could be worse before he gets up and walks away.
I know, he just what the hell was. We'll talk about it in 4 because oh my god, what he just like.
I think without the dropping the hammer moment or them lending the kill to Grandpa, he is just sort of prop there.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
what's they don't do a good job explaining the family because what's great about the remake is the remake does, and every other movie after that almost really focuses on the family itself. But like you have this group, and then you introduce another alpha male in Vigo. You bring in a henchman in Tink. You bring in the mother. You bring in the young girl. And then you bring in Leatherface. It's just another cannibal. It doesn't make sense unless you say, if they say that this girl, the one in the wheelchair, is the chef's sister, then it makes a little bit more sense. And all these other kids are hers, and they adopted Leatherface in. That makes more sense. Like as Brian had pointed out, that's a simple fix. Well, that's a simple fix. A distant relation, but instead it, Junior and all this other. Why are you trying to make it work like this?
Because it clearly doesn't. And I can't imagine this screen tested well. Like, I'm not sure how much screen testing they did, but like that sort of nonsense, like I can't imagine it flew. But here we are.
I think the main problem in this one comes down to the fact that they're trying to put the Leatherface character into this film. Whereas if you actually take out Leatherface, leave the chainsaw stuff in there, even have the same chainsaw like the Saw his family, but then there's not the continuity error of like, well, that's not his family though. This is totally different. You just have like, this is another cannibal family who, they happen to have a chainsaw obsessed person in there, but like do something different with it. Don't make it Leatherface. Like the fact that they're trying to make it Leatherface.
I feel like they did would be bitching about that too. Like I think you're kind of rocking a hard place here because remember that Friday the 13th tried that and none of us like Roy.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Leatherface was not the main character.
That's
really
true, yeah.
like they made Leatherface the main character, or they attempted to make Leatherface the main character retroactively. But Leatherface was just kind of one of the family. Like I would say in the first one, the main antagonist in that, if we're like not including the cook, is probably the hitchhiker.
Yeah. I mean, all more so than Leatherface. Leatherface is like, I was gonna say a blunt object. He's not blunt, but he's he's a tool, like we said earlier. Like he is just there to like get the job done. So it makes it a little bit tougher. But like, I don't know where this movie eventually goes. I don't mind. Like I don't mind the whole like shoot up the house to get people out. Like they definitely did something different at the end. Like it wasn't just she got lucky and ran away. We didn't have to go through a whole like get Grandpa a hammer, let him try to hammer this girl again. Like I've seen enough of that in my life. Like between the other two movies. So
I did think that's where it was going as well. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, again! Like as soon as I saw Grandpa sitting in that chair, I was like, oh, here we go again.
Yep.
It's nice to see him get shot in the face and just it's just dust as well. Like he's just like a desiccated corpse already.
So I looked and so I watched the unrated version, and
I think I did as well.
I did not.
There's more gun violence when Survivalist is shooting up the house. There's more gore when the lady gets destroyed with the chainsaw on her only real chainsaw death, and then what was the other one? Oh, Michelle's hands when she's nailed down into the chair, which for the unrated is pretty gnarly because you see her pulling and everything and things like that.
I saw the unrated then because I do remember seeing like they're pulling their hands and like her
hand goes straight up. Yep. So you watch.
Oh yeah, we don't get that.
Yeah. Did you see the ear fly off? Did everybody see the ear fly? Tink's ear fly off. Yep.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yep. So Tink gets hit in the ear and his ear gets shot off, which we don't know Tink's fate. Like Mom clearly dies. We don't know what happened to the girl. That's the other thing about this movie. There's no real conclusion. We just get a fight in a swamp, and we think that
with a chainsaw that for some reason runs without anyone operating, and then it spins around as well.
It's like a barometer, which 10-4 seemingly dies from it, and then Leatherface gets rocked in the face with a rock. And then
which is a callback to earlier in the movie. Like the only screenwriting 101, like, oh, you killed an animal, I'm gonna kill it with this rock. I can't do it. Now I can do it.
Yep.
Thunk, thunk, thunk. And
it's like the one setup and payoff. That's what it means. It means hitting someone in the head with a rock.
But
it's the only setup and payoff in this entire movie as well.
Right.
Yeah, that's it.
But again, no tension.
Formulaic. Formulaic. Thank you. Of this movie, it's not Leatherface anymore. After one, it's never Leatherface who's like the final villain. We got Chop Top in 2. It's Goofy Gas Attendant in this one, and then in the third one, it's still Matthew McConaughey. So it's like you're really not even focusing on Leatherface as that final confrontation. It's a member of the most sadistic member of the Sawyer family.
Yeah.
So.
Oy. Well,
yeah.
But she gets him good. She shoots him pretty good.
I don't mean this personally to the actor, but Benny should have died at the end. The last sledgehammer to the head is like that should have been the it moment. I thought it was a little silly that he survived in the first place, but that's the other piece that I kind of missed out of this was one sole survivor. Have one survivor.
Yeah,
and I'm good with that.
Benny surviving to me sounds like studio notes. Because he gets chainsawed on the head. You see the blade go into his head, and then he just sort of like comes back and he's like, "I'm fine." Hey, it's like,
and then he gets taken out with a sledgehammer.
And then,
but then he's still alive again, and he survives. It feels very much like test screens. Like, oh, we liked the Benny character. It's like, of course you did, because it's the only decent character in this fucking film. Because it's Ken Ferrari just having fun.
Yeah. What I don't enjoy about this movie is that there were so many other opportunities to make us really despise characters and see them die in horrific ways. Like even with gas station attendant getting shot, like you only see his face when he falls back. I imagine there's a nice gaping hole there, and then like Ryan, I think gets chainsawed. Yeah, he gets the sledgehammer to the head that the girl.
Yeah, he gets the hammer. He gets the hammer, which again is a cutaway.
Right.
You see the hammer come down, and then it cuts away, and you say, it's like
even cut away.
It cuts away to Grandpa.
Even on the unrated, it cuts away as well.
On the unrated, it goes to Grandpa. But even then, he was supposed to get sawed in half, and I would have loved to seen that. That's pre-Terrifier.
Yeah.
Oh, it was supposed to unzip like Terrifier?
I don't know, but Ryan gets split right down the middle when he's hanging upside down like that. That's what I read.
Man, they have that split woman in the haunted house at Halloween Horror Nights. When you round the corner at Terrifier, he's just sawing away, and it's like, good lord, kids are walking through this. Like,
Well, that's on them.
I mean, I agree. If you bring your kids to the Terrifier haunted house, that's fucking on you. Like that, but still, like, I guess you're gonna go for it. Go for it. But goddamn, that was, and it had smells. Like, I don't like haunted houses that incorporate smells. It's really weird. So like half the house just smelled like rotting meat. It's like, this is.
Are you sure that it wasn't like an actual serial killer's dungeon that you just wanted?
Oh yeah, they definitely looked fake enough that I'm fairly certain.
They look fake. Wait a minute. I remember something about the severed hand in Jaws looking too fake, but it was actually very realistic looking. Yeah. Wait a minute.
And they did keep begging us to stop and help them, and we just kept laughing and kept walking.
And they were screaming, going, "Why are you laughing? This is real."
I mean, honestly, that could happen in that haunted house, so I don't know. But you know, it was a good time.
I think we beat this movie to death.
We got more time out of it than I thought we were going to. Should we move into quotes?
I mean, to be fair, 20 minutes of the 45 minutes so far have been talking about some stuff other than that.
That's true. We really only talked about this one for like 20 minutes.
No.
But there's nothing there, like, and that's the problem. The problem is, like, because all that stuff in the forest, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, it just, like, he gives them, like, the whole stuff with that, Benny gives them something that's going to make them sleepy or whatever. It's just like,
that was so dumb. Like, oh, I give you
why?
You might get tired for a little bit. And they're like, what? And then it cuts back to them later. They're both just asleep.
It's just like, why though? Like, what is the point of that? It honestly, like, that whole opening, because I was sitting there, like, looking at my watch going, fucking hell, there's still like 45 minutes left of this. What is going on? Like,
yeah, that was the writer's pause button on these characters. Like, hey, they're asleep. they got real sleepy.
What would have been, like, I would have loved it if, like, Benny would have, like, come back to get them, and then he just came out just a pile of bits of them. And it's like, probably shouldn't have put them to sleep.
That one's on me. That one's on me. All right, let's do quotes if you got them. I have a really good one, but I think I went first, then Matt. So now it's Joel's turn to go first.
Is it soup yet?
I understand if you don't have a favorite kill, but do you have a favorite kill from this one? I don't.
What?
Oh, I guess I do.
No.
No. Okay.
I'm good.
Brian, you're up.
Yeah, militant lumberjacks. I see them all the time.
Yep.
Yep, and my favorite kill, I think, just because I watched the extended version, the girl getting filleted by the chainsaw. There's a lot more blood in the unrated.
Yeah, there's none in the rated, so
She gets splattered quite well, and so does Leatherface.
I don't know. It still didn't.
It leaves doesn't leave much to the imagination, but in a chainsaw movie, I'm picking the chainsaw kill because I don't get it next week.
It just didn't feel that violent. Like, again, even the unrated version just didn't feel that violent to me.
I'm not trying to argue that. I'm trying to say I'm paying homage to a chainsaw kill.
I'm saying I take issue with Matt saying the girl being murdered with a chainsaw while blood spews everywhere isn't violent enough. But you know,
but there wasn't that much blood. Like, Ryan's overblowing the amount of blood that was there. There was some blood, but not like there was
what
not
we
like
saw in the film.
I have not seen it. I can't speak to it. I'm just saying your comment is creepy. Moving on.
So on brand, then, yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh,
all right. So my favorite kill. I'll go with the kill first. Is the armadillo.
That was probably the most gnarly one, actually.
It was. Yeah.
I had like a terrible crunch. The thing's there squirming.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was the most brutal kill in the movie. That poor fucking armadillo. But my quote has to be just this amazing line delivery by this amazing actor. It's Armageddon, bitch face. Like, come on, that's some good shit right there. All right, Matt, you're up.
Well, I only had 2 lines from this one, and Ryan took one of them, so I'm going with the backup, which is just it's another Benny line as well. Shh, This gun makes an awfully loud noise and an awfully big hole.
Creepy.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite kill or no?
My enjoyment of this franchise.
That was cold-blooded murder.
Yeah, exactly.
It didn't take long. Man, this movie's incredible. Oh, this one's surprisingly fun. Done. We're done. That's it.
Brian Joel says it's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
I will say there are ones later in the franchise that I think are pretty good. The one that came out when we were all in high school, I thought that one was pretty. I didn't like it at the time. It's grown on me over the years. And then the most recent, the 2022 one, I actually think is a lot of fun. We do have ones in between though that are.
I like the beginning, especially the unrated version.
I'll try to make sure I watch the unrated one because I'm not making this mistake again because that was this was bad. But speaking of bad, we have another movie next week called Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Next Generation, starring the amazing Matthew McConaughey and Renée Zellweger. Much to their disappointment, the movie came out, which I find absolutely hilarious. They did their best to try to bury it, and they're like, "Fuck you, this thing's coming out." Apparently, the posters all try to make it look like a romantic comedy, which I think is hilarious. Like,
especially with McConaughey going like,
he is just absolutely unhinged the whole
and
movie.
nailed it.
And like he, to me, makes the movie watchable.
Oh yeah.
Now, I firmly believe that in a movie called Texas Chainsaw Massacre, there should be a Texas. It doesn't even. I don't even fuck it takes place in Texas. There should be a Chainsaw Massacre at some point within your massacre movie, and there's none next week. There's.
I mean, at least next week's is actually shot in Texas, unlike this week's, which was California.
Well, I mean, of course, they got Matthew McConaughey. Of course, they're going to Texas.
What's even better about this is that Kim Henkel wrote it, and she wrote the first one with Toby Hooper. She wrote and directed Next Generation. So
Is it a she? I thought Kim Henkel was a man.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, you're right. Is it a man?
Well,
I think so.
Either way, remember the same guy who made The Godfather made Metropolis.
That's true.
So
it's either a man or a woman with a bald head and a mustache, according to IMDb.
Yeah,
so.
bald head and mustache.
According to the to IMDb, that's what it says. It's either a man or a bald-headed woman with a mustache.
No, it's a dude. Sorry, my mistake.
Well, either way. Any plugs this week, or are we just gonna bail on this one like the movie bailed on us?
Bye.
What the fuck we're gonna do next week then?
That's our men in this one.